Hi guys. So we're gonna start off right with the video right now. I thought I'd put my pretty little hydrangeas there right on the corner of the table when they don't really go, but you know what? It's my background. Please ignore this creature that's on my head right now. That is called, I was a little bit too lazy and didn't take my makeup off last night. I just thought we'd dive right into this video. I don't know if I'm going to be posting or even filming the sex before marriage, kind of my thoughts on it, because I've had some time to kind of think about it, and I just don't know. If you guys really want to see it, let me know, because I will film it if this is something that you really want. But I'm just trying to think about like the motive slash like what good would come out of it. So if you guys really want to know like my opinion on it and like kind of my belief system, then let me know and I'll think about filming it. But if it's not something that's really important to you, or if it's something that's just, because I feel like right now it's just something that's going to cause controversy, and I don't want that on this channel. I want positivity, I want, you know, love and kindness, and I just want to spread that as much as I can. And I just feel like maybe posting that video is going to cause some maybe hurt feelings or people feeling judged, which 100% is not my goal out of that video. But I just have some hesitation, so I'm gonna put that on the back burner right now. If you feel like that is something that you would really like to see, then let me know, because if I get a lot of like positive feedback about it, then I will definitely take the time and upload it and really kind of just, you know, say what I have to say and kind of go from there. But I just feel like maybe right now that's not something that maybe would be the best for this channel. So just let me know what you guys think, and if I don't get really a lot of feedback, then I probably won't end up posting it, but we'll see. So I'm gonna dive right into this video. I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet, just kind of to the point, and just a short little snip of kind of my take on staying home or working. Okay, so first, if you're working and you are thinking about staying home and quitting your job, whether you are, I mean, I would assume that you're a wife, but I don't want to assume that. Maybe you're the husband. But if one of you or your spouse is thinking about doing that, or if you're just in a relationship with someone and you know, one of you doesn't want to work anymore, you're probably thinking like, we could possibly afford it. My suggestion for people in those situations are to ask yourself questions, kind of dialogue a little bit about what your hesitations are. I know when my personal experience, obviously I'm not working right now, and the reason for that is because financially I'm able to stay home. You know, if I were to work, that would obviously really help, and we would probably be able to do more things, go on more vacations and stuff like that. But right now, what's important to us, and what we quickly, I think, realized as a couple when we got married, was the emotional stability that I am able to provide by staying home is worth every ounce of money that I would make if I was working, and more. Bun check. Sorry, I couldn't stand my hair being down anymore. Anyway, okay. So, yes, emotional stability. So we quickly realized that, you know, me providing, because I am able to stay home and because I don't have a job other than being a wife, I am able to do everything else in the relationship, and I'm happy to do it. It gives me joy to know that I have a job in this life, and to know that I am able to provide emotional, and to know that I'm just able to provide that emotional support for my husband. By meaning everything else, I mean I handle the budget, I handle our finances, I grocery shop, I meal prep, I put 3 meals a day, 7 days a week down for my husband and me. Take care of my dog. If I was working, there would be no way that we would be able to get Blue. Just absolutely no way. Is definitely a full-time job right now. Before I had Blue, you know, I still kept myself busy. You find things to do. If you are of the mindset of you really want to stay home, whether if you have kids or you don't, and you're worried that you're going to be bored. You won't be bored. It's an option to be bored, but you definitely choose to be bored. Never once woken up or thought, I don't want to be doing this. And if I did, I would change it. I've never once sat on my couch in the middle of the afternoon and said, I am so bored. There's always something to do. There's always something to plan, organize, create, decide. The list just goes on. I just want to preface by saying there is no right or wrong here. If you work and it works for you, I am like, that brings me and you and everyone else in your life so much joy. If you stay at home and you love it, great, that's awesome. This video is, I think, a little bit more for people who are on the fence about what they want to do. And this is my take. Obviously, I stay at home. I find myself that if I was obviously working at Pure Brow as a receptionist, it was part-time, but still, those days that I were working sometimes landed on days where Elvis was home and I never really saw him, and that was really hard. And I was really tired when I got home from work, and sometimes dinner didn't get on the table. Sometimes, you know, the only thing that I could do was think about myself and think, okay, I just need to do chicken salad for myself tonight. Elvis, you have to fend for yourself. And I hated that. You know, I quit working because the hours, I was waking up really early in the morning, and it was just really hard because I was pregnant at the time. And so I quit work because I knew that I really wanted to just not stress my body out any more than I had, and focus just on my pregnancy and staying healthy. But then, you know, after I had my miscarriage, there was never really a thought about going back to work or finding something different. I kind of really found that staying home was for me, especially since we're trying to conceive right now and we're in the process of moving, and the opportunities for me to go home and visit with my family and to, you know, deal with our realtor and to go and look at listings would be impossible if I was working. So I'm very thankful that I'm able to do things like that. And that's another thing, is you find that you're able to do things that, I just feel like this is just like screaming at everyone. I am so sorry. Never again, Samantha, never again. You know, if you are working, there are benefits to that as well. You do get time away. You do get time away from your home life and from, you know, if you have a family or if you don't. It's time away that's like, stay-at-home wives or moms don't really get that often. So you do feel like you kind of regenerate when you're at work, and then when you come home, you kind of have that home life as well. There are benefits to both. Obviously, you're creating more of an income for your family. You're able to do more things. Honestly, it boils down to your priorities. It boils down to what's important to you, and it boils down to what you want at that moment. So if you feel like you're completely burnt out from work, if you feel like staying home, being that anchor, that supporter for your family, for your husband, for your significant other, just for yourself, honestly, dialogue with yourself, think about these decisions. And definitely something that I personally enjoy every single day that I wake up. I find such joy in the fact that I get to stay home and that I get to do the things that I need to get done in order for my husband to fully succeed at his work and for me to feel like I accomplished something during that day. I know a lot of people who are almost a little bit embarrassed or don't really want to say that they're a stay-at-home wife because it appears lazy. I am not one of those people. I honestly couldn't say it enough to the world. I could shout it from the rooftops that I proudly can say that I am a stay-at-home mom or wife, and I absolutely love my job and I'm proud of my job, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, the opportunity arose for me to work, so I did, because at the time, both Elvis and I were at the point in our lives where we said, you know, try it out, see if it works. I worked there, I think, for about three and a half months, maybe. And then, you know, other things arose and it didn't work out. But there are always going to be opportunities for you to work. There are always going to be opportunities for you to stay home. So you just have to come together as a unit and decide what you think is going to be best for your family. You know, being at home also, opportunities arise where you feel like, okay, maybe if you do have spare time in your day, which I'm not saying doesn't happen, but if you do, you know, you start to think, I wonder if I am able to make money from home. And, you know, opportunities like Beachbody and Advocare and, you know, companies like that, It Works and Plexus and all those, you know, those are definitely options. I personally don't want to be tied down to that. I kind of want to be a little bit more flexible with my schedule, because although you can make your own schedule, I feel like you are answering to someone at some point, because, you know, there is a pay-in every month. I personally just don't want to do that. That's not something that is something that I am wanting right now. So being able to kind of create my own schedule and kind of do my own thing is kind of why I started this YouTube channel, was because, you know, all these thoughts start to run through your head and you get creative, and it's kind of fun. It's a really cool outlet that you can do. There's so many opportunities out there right now, especially in the social media world, that you get to experience creativity and things like that, you know, you wouldn't necessarily be able to do if you were working. Not saying that you can't do it while you're working, but it'd be just a little bit harder with time. So all in all, guys, I really hope that this video kind of, if you're on the fence, or if you just kind of want to know my opinion or kind of where I'm coming from, I hope this answered your questions. There is no, again, I'm going to reiterate, there is no right or wrong way to anything in life. If you, whatever path you're on right now is the path that you're supposed to be on. It's the path that Christ has you on, and you are 100% in the right direction right now. So don't think that, you know, you're making any mistakes right now. But if you feel led to change things up a bit, that can be exciting. And I encourage you to ask yourself these questions, even though they may be hard. You know, have a conversation with your spouse or your significant other, or whoever it is, and, you know, kind of have a dialogue about it. And maybe you can make something else work, and maybe, you know, you can configure things around where you could have the opportunity to go back to work if that's what you wanted, or to quit your job and stay home. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'm 100% content and at peace with my life, and my hope for all of you is that you guys are too. So whatever you need to do to get to that point, I encourage you to do all that it takes. That concludes the end of this video. I wanted to do this, but my arm got caught in the sofa. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Again, if sex before marriage is something that you want to see, I may end up posting it, but just let me know. I will talk to you all soon, and have an awesome day or a night or evening or whatever it is, morning. Love you. Oh, for cheerleading profiles, that's me. Collect large tube in the morning within 30 minutes of waking. Collect a small tube at noon before lunch. Collect a small tube just before dinner, and